Alrighty, well today we're making a coffee cake, everyday coffee cake. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a very easy thing to make. You make it at churches, you make it for church, especially, like lunches or whatever. Cake sometimes can dry out, so you have to be careful. Always airtight it when you put it away. I'm going to beat this egg up with a spoon. You don't need to use a mixer today. Just mix, and I'm going to go to the next step. I want it really coated. Now the next thing I want to do is add in my sugar. I'm adding in 3/4 cup of sugar. Granulated sugar. Here we go. And sometimes you get internet problems, folks. We don't know why it glitches in and out, but it does. Mix this together. I'm going to go to the vanilla, and I'm going to add in my milk, and then we're going to go to the dry. I'm adding in a teaspoon of vanilla. Now, folks, if it says to add in something, you must add it in. If it says salt, you add it in. It has to be a good reason for it. Okay, I'm adding in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. It's hard to believe, folks, that my birthday's 2 days away. I can't believe where the time has gone. I'm not telling you how old I'm going to be. Somewhere in my 60s. Mix. Okay, I'm going to add in the milk after I do the dry. Alright, I'm adding in 1 1/2 cups of flour. 1 1/2 cups. I'm going to go to my baking powder. I'm adding in 2. Make sure this is clean because I don't want to accidentally get the vanilla into my baking powder. It would be horrible. Okay, 2. There we go. And 1/2 teaspoons of powder. There we go. I just have to find out 1/2 teaspoon. Where is it? It's here someplace. Come on. Now, I'm going to mix this together. But now, it says salt. I don't know why it's calling for salt, folks. There has to be a very good reason why. We're going to add the salt in a minute. Now, the next thing I want to do is get my measuring cup and measure the milk, whole milk. Here we go. Now, okay. I'm adding in the dry, and then I'm adding in the milk, and I'm going to go to the topping. Oh, did I add the sugar in? I don't know if I added did I add the sugar in?
It was the first thing you added.
Yeah, I want to make sure the sugar's in. All right. Okay. Add in 1/2 cup of milk. Now, if it's too dry, folks, which I have a feeling it's going to be, and I also have to add in my butter. That's going to help. 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. If it's too dry, then we're going to add a little bit more milk in. I mean, my daughter actually taught me that, yeah. Might be a little bit too dry. I don't like anything too dry when it comes to cake because then, yeah, when my arm hurts, folks, it's time to add in more milk. Add a little bit more in. I don't like it, the recipe can say one thing, but it doesn't always mean it's, it's the right thing to do. And we want to make sure this cake has got to be moist, not dry. Here it is. Perfect. Now, it says add salt, so I'm going to add in a dash of salt. A little bit more. There has to be a reason why it's calling for salt. I don't know what the reason is. We'll never know. Okay, this is a lot more moisture. You want to see a nice moist cake. Now, the next thing is I have to add in my topping. I'm going to go and add in 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now, if you don't have ground cinnamon, you could use cinnamon sugar. There we go. This is actually going to the top. It's going to be really delicious. It smells really good already. Now, use your cake pan. Use butter on it. You can also use Crisco. Okay. Alright, keep spreading it. Gotta spread it out. Here we go. Sometimes it says 1/2 teaspoon, 1/2 cup of milk. It doesn't always mean it's 1/2 cup of milk. Alright, now on top we're going to put the cinnamon. Spread it everywhere. Cook this for 30 minutes. Folks, coffee was invented in the 15th century out in Aruba, and I have to tell you something very interesting. My maiden name is Savarin, and there was a coffee called Savarin coffee. They used to call it the coffee or coffee. So, who knows, maybe we were related, we'll never know. So I'm going to cut a small little piece. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you something. Please make sure you want to keep this cake moist, okay? You don't want to have it dry out. So please make sure you airtight it. I'm going to airtight it right now with aluminum foil. Make sure, if you don't have plastic wrap, use aluminum foil, but I strongly recommend use aluminum foil. Really tighten around the seals, everything else. From Deborah, Tom Country Kitchen, have a great day. Please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.